What's going on, DNA Dynasty? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Dustin, and you know who she is already, my beautiful wife, Ashley K. Brown.
Hey guys, what is up? Today we are going to be telling you our first
The first
time.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun. We did that at the same time.
First time, huh? So are we gonna
time.
spill the beans? We're gonna just lay everything out, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
First time.
Yeah. Okay guys, if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. It really helps us out and we appreciate you guys so much. Tell your friends and family and become part of the DNA Dynasty.
100%. Awesome. Well,
so what do you want to start with?
Ooh, so let's do, how about the first time we met?
Okay, let's do it.
First time we met. So, you know, in high school, you know, I mean, you have classes. I mean, they're in your class, but you don't really associate with them or friends with them really that much. You know, we're dating other people at the time, and a really good friend of mine in high school, he had a crush on her pretty much, right? Even though she was dating someone, he had a crush on her. And I had nothing to do that evening, and I asked what he was up to. He was like, oh, I'm going over to Ashley's house. She's actually in one of your classes. I was like, oh, do you care if I come? Like, I'm not really doing anything, you know, just kind of hang out and, you know, chill, right? So the first time we met is actually me going over to her house with my friend of mine, and we played Just Dance on the Wii.
Just Dance, yeah.
And that was really fun, and I forgot my wallet at your house. You wanna take it from there?
He forgot his wallet at my house, so naturally I went through it. And yeah, so there wasn't any money, unfortunately.
Just my card.
I'm just kidding. He I wasn't sure whose it was, but I did open it, I did go through it, and he had like this little note in there from his past girlfriend, and she was like, our life together, and it was like cringy, you know, like had barely been dating like any long, and it was like a little drawing, and I was like, I was like their bro, okay? I was like the homie, and so I kind of have always been that way growing up. I was like the bro, I was like their homie, so I kind of gave him crap for it and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. That was so fun. Yeah, we started just becoming friends, hanging out with, you know, a group of friends, you know, together. Then we started kind of hanging out by ourselves together.
Yeah, so I would say we became friends first. Like, we were like homies. We were like bros. I always grew up like playing sports with the guys and stuff like that.
You're actually my wingman. We both had flings right after. You're like my wing woman.
I was his wing woman, and I do remember that. I was trying to... So, funny story is, I was trying to get him to date other girls, and he had developed feelings and had like...
So I did a little bit, but my friend at the time liked you. So, you know, bro code, I was like, okay, bro, you got it. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to, you know, step on his toes. You know, if he liked you first, you know what I mean? I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Then, you know, after, you know, things or whatnot kind of
I'm over here like wanting to be single. I'm like, nope, I don't want to be in another relationship. Y'all leave me alone. I wanted nothing to do with it. So a lot of people will hear that like he was friend zoned, but like understand, like I had been in a relationship that like wasn't the healthiest, and so I kind of was trying to like stay away from that. Like I was like, I don't want anything. I had my walls up, you know what I mean? So
but it all worked out for a reason. You know, God had a plan.
He's like, it worked out for me, guys.
It worked out.
So that leads us into our first date. I
feel like we didn't really have a first.
We had
just
friend
kinda, like,
dates all the time.
Yeah.
Like we always hung out. So like I wouldn't say there was a first like
date, the typical like oh go out to dinner or oh you know let's go out to a movie. Like we were hanging out like because we were friends before, so we're always kind of hanging out with a group of friends and going out and doing things.
Fun dates.
I would say one time that I do remember us doing, we had a blanket when we went out to the park. It was like pitch black, and we just laid there looking at the stars.
I do remember that.
And then we started making out for like a longest time out in the park. That was a really good night. That was awesome.
That was a good night.
That was a good night. I remember that. We're sitting there, you know, talking about our dreams and goals and stuff. And hey,
then we started making out.
First time kissing. So I remember this one. Do you remember it?
Mm-hmm.
So
best kiss I've ever had in my life. It was perfect. I was
Okay.
like, whoa.
So
This
I had
is
it
the
planned
one.
out. I had this planned out with one of my best friends, Thomas. Right, we're over at his place. It was so obvious. It was so bad. She knew it. So
Yeah, he wasn't smooth
I told
at
him
all,
that
but
I'm gonna kiss her today. Right, we're over at his house. Me and her were like on the couch or something, and I look over at him. I'm like, and I give him the nudge, like, "Yo, leave," you know. So he's like,
I gotta go to the
to the bathroom. And
I'm
then he
like,
goes to the bathroom. I was just like, dude, you just made this so obvious.
he's like slowly
Right.
walking down the hall.
Then I'm like, you know what? You just gotta do it, right? So then I turn over, look at you.
It was perfect. I
It
don't
was
even.
good.
He literally.
It locked in.
He
perfectly
like was a
together.
little behind me, and he was just like. And he went in, and it literally was the most perfect kiss I've ever had in my life. I don't
It
know
was
how to
good.
explain it. Like, it was just meant to be. Like
Like, you
lips
know,
locked
if you
normally.
ever had the kiss,
It
like,
wasn't
it was
like.
just in sync. In sync. Like the lips just went in sync.
It really
perfectly.
was. Like, I've never had a kiss that good, and then I was like, oh. Oh.
Like it was like, dang, that was good.
Meant to. I was-
You don't have to do the We're gonna cut that out.
First time meeting the in-laws.
Okay, so I remember the first time meeting your stepdad, Joe. So that was the first time we hung out, was when I met him. Because
Yeah.
while we were at his house, that's when I met Joe the first time.
He was like, oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, I talked with him a little bit. But I can't remember your mom. I can't remember the first time.
He
I'm
knew,
not sure
he
if
knew
it
my,
was...
he knew Joe because, my parents own a dress store, and with his ex, they went to look at dresses when they went to a dance, like, like, freshman, sophomore year or something like that.
Yeah, it was sophomore year. And I recognized him from there.
Yeah, and he recognized him from there, like, he knew him from there. You don't remember? I don't remember.
I don't remember the first time meeting your mom. I don't know if I met her that night. Or it's just kind of throughout, like, just hanging out. We'd hang out at your house and just meeting her. It's just hard because we're
so
friends
long,
before.
yeah.
It's
and
not
we were
like...
just friends.
when
It
you're
wasn't
dating-
like, oh my gosh, I'm going to meet
Yeah.
his parents. Like, we were
When you're
just best
dating.
buds.
Like,
so
so we're just
like,
friends. So really to recall the first time, it wasn't like...
It's like, what's up,
Oh my
Steve?
gosh.
I'm
Yo,
back.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
So.
the first time I met your parents, we went to your house and we played football in the street with a bunch of your siblings. Like, I think that was
Really?
I don't know. I don't.
See, there's just so many times, like, because we're just friends, so it's not really something that you really remember
What's
when
up,
you're
Steve?
just
I like your
friends.
tacos. Like, that's what it was like. You make some really good tacos.
Make some good tacos.
Yeah.
We haven't had tacos in a while. Tacos sound good.
Yeah.
But first time meeting your dad, I think it was me and Thomas drove out to your dad's house. You're at your dad's, and then we just went and
I think you
hang-
weren't supposed to be there or something.
No, we weren't.
I don't remember that. I just remember, like, me, you, my sister, and Thomas, I think, were, like, hanging out. And I don't think you were supposed to be there. I don't remember. I only remember bits and pieces. Like, either you were supposed to be there and then you were supposed to leave and you didn't. you got mad at you or something. I don't remember.
Okay, we fell asleep watching a movie and our dad woke us up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like, hey, you guys they gotta go.
Yeah, it was like, we
Remember
didn't
that?
mean to at all, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then my first time meeting his mom, we were at a football game and I had Dustin's jersey on, and his mom didn't get to see him very much, and I think she made a comment, something along the lines of like, oh, like, you get to wear his jersey? That's awesome. And so, like, trying to get on her good side, I was like, oh, you can wear it. And I, like, took it off and gave it to her. That's just one of, like, the main things. And I took some pictures with your little sister, which she's now 14. She's, like, a baby at the time,
I
so
know.
little.
I mean, when you're together from,
Yeah.
20, I mean, we're friends getting 2014 now, so 6 years. I mean, a lot of our siblings, they kind of grew up with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they only know us.
First big purchase.
So first big purchase, I would say our car.
My first big purchase for Dustin was NFL tickets because I wanted to make his dream come true. I worked my little hiney off, making $7.25 an hour, and I surprised him because that was his dream. He wanted to go to a home game in Denver for the NFL, and I was like, I want to go on a plane. I've never been on a plane, at least from what I remember. And I was like, kill two birds with one stone. Let's make some dreams come true.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Girlfriend of the year.
did that in high school.
Yeah.
It was
so
so
that
much
was so fun. So that was my major purchase by
myself. And that was
myself.
your first plane ride too, was with me. That's another first.
Yeah, so
that was your first time on a plane.
For him, that was my first major purchase. But I would say together was probably like ongoing would probably be an apartment or a car.
Yeah. So I would say our car would be our first big purchase that we made together.
Yeah, because it's ours now. If you want to think of something we own, then yeah, that would be our first big purchase.
Yeah.
We ran our high school car into the ground until it.
Went out. Yep.
Yeah, and then
So first time moving in together. So first time apartment.
That was an experience.
Guys, we made a mistake because I mean, being 18, you don't know anything about bills. You don't know how much you could afford or anything like that. So we literally found like an apartment that was $500 a month. I was like, hey, we can make this work.
Yeah.
$500 a month.
Not you. He was like, I don't want to do it. And I was like, let's do it. I'm the one that's like, let's go.
Okay. So we live in Vegas and we moved to the east side of Vegas. Okay. Which is the, kind of older part, like kind of more bad area, I guess you could say. Right? Yeah. And literally there was cops outside our apartment like break-ins, every night.
There was
break-ins,
like, people getting shot outside our house. People like I couldn't even walk outside and people would be like, hey, like you need a ride somewhere? Like and I'm like, run away. So it was pretty bad. It was an experience for sure.
It was our first apartment though. We were so excited, even though I wasn't in the best place at all, but it was like ours. I remember I was like walking around in my boxes. I went and grabbed a jug of milk out of the fridge, started chugging. I was like, it's my house.
Yeah, we were blessed to be able to have a roof over our heads. So here are our hearts. We're just sharing our experience.
Honestly, I'll always remember that apartment. Yeah. So first fight. Okay, I'm
gonna tell the story because Dustin doesn't remember it.
No, I do remember it. I remember something.
Let me explain, and then you can justify.
I was hanging out with my friend. She had practice.
Wait.
We're supposed to meet up for like this basketball game. I think her brother was playing. Her brother-in-law was playing basketball or something. I don't remember if there was a miscommunication.
My brother-in-law.
Well, yeah, not brother-in-law, but yeah, your stepbrother. Sorry, Colton. And I don't remember, but I just know you sat there waiting for me, and I felt so bad. Like,
okay, I'll explain what happened. I remember the
details. You go ahead and say your story.
So I had practice, and Dustin was like, I'm going to go hang out with the guys, go play racquetball at the rec center until you're done. And then when we're done, we had plans. There was a game right after, my brother was playing, or he was gonna, my brother was playing or something, and we were like, let's meet back here, and yada yada yada. Well, I'm at the basketball game, and I'm sitting there, waiting, and I'm thinking that maybe he's just still playing racquetball. Well, I'm just waiting, and then I think I like got a text from you where you like text me or something, and you're like, hey, Thomas's mom is making us dinner, so I'm gonna go over there. Like, just like updating me or something. And I'd already been sitting there forever. And so I don't know the details, but I remember being so mad. I was like, are you joking me? Guys, he ditched me for the boys and some dinner, okay? The boys and some dinner. He's like, girlfriend, boys and dinner. What
happened, but I wouldn't have ditched you like that. I know that.
Yeah, he says there's a miscommunication. But yeah, it was just like a petty high school fight.
We're on different pages.
Left me sitting at the basketball game we were supposed to meet up.
I did good making it up to you. The next day, she was very upset at me. Okay, so I
didn't answer a single one of his messages. I was like, heck no, boy.
I remember, so I went to your house, I walked in, I had flowers, chocolate, and I bought you like Starbucks
invited himself in because I didn't answer the door.
She wasn't going to answer, so I just came in. I had to apologize.
He brought me like a Starbucks gift card, some Hershey Kisses, and some flowers, and like did a heart around, and I was like, okay, that's how you apologize. That's okay. But anyway, it was just like a petty high school fight. I mean, he left me all alone on the bleachers.
It's not petty. I'd be pretty upset too.
There had to be a miscommunication because he did fight hard to date me. So I'm like, there's no.
Something happened. Like I don't remember what happened, but we were not on the same page about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know. But anyways.
I think we were on the same. I was like, we had plans, bro. Like,
All right.
Anyway.
So, first pet.
Was that our first fight? That was our first fight, right? Okay. First pet. Ooh. Oh, Zeus.
Of course, Zeus.
Our little angel dog. He is amazing.
Yeah, he's such a good dog, and we love him. All of our family loves him so much.
Yeah.
Our last question. So the first time that we slept over together.
Yeah.
So this was on accident.
Yeah, this was on accident.
So I snuck into her room at night.
The boys used to get off of, like, our friend group, because I hung up boys, used to get off of work, and they'd all come to my window and talk to me through it, and sometimes they would come in and sit on my floor or my bed and talk to me.
So, yeah, one night, get off work, I was like, hey, can I come see you, you know, and I literally, I snuck into her, pulled out the screen, snuck in, we're laying there, we're talking for a good while.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden.
We talked for hours.
All of a sudden, I just remember waking up, and I was like, oh, crap. Like, your worst nightmare. Like, you fell asleep where you weren't
Totally
supposed
innocent.
to.
Like, we didn't mean
totally
to.
Innocent.
Like, they're, like, lots of people don't believe us when we tell this story, but it's the truth. Like,
yeah, totally innocent. I woke up, I was like, oh, crap, I fell asleep. And I was darting out that window. I don't even think she realized what was going on. She's like, huh? And then I just remember running to my car. It was like 4:30 in the morning or something like that. And I just remember, oh, crap.
On a school night.
So I booked it home, right? I drove as fast as I could back to the house, right? So my stepmom, Vanessa, she had to get up really early in the morning for work. Like, she would leave around like 4:35-ish, right? Well, when she left, my car wasn't there, right? So then she started driving. I guess she texted my dad like, your son's car is not here, right? But I guess it took my dad a minute to see the text or something. So enough time between her leaving, sending that text, I was able to pull up, park the car, run inside, and sneak back in. So when my dad saw that, he's like, what are you talking about? The car's out there. So it was literally perfect timing of her leaving, me coming home, sneaking in, because my car is pitch black, like black rims, it was black. He's like, maybe you just didn't see it.
Poor girl's like, perfect. I am not crazy.
It was literally perfect alignment.
Yeah, but so that's our first time technically staying the night together, but
yeah, so that was
totally an accident. Totally didn't mean to happen.
Man, I remember, I think I just ended up telling my dad, because I think he asked me. I just said, oh, we went over to Thomas's because we get off work early. And I fell asleep watching a movie or something like that.
Because nobody would have ever believed us that that's what happened. But it totally did. I think that's why I fell in love with you. Because now that I'm like looking back on it, my love language is quality time. And that is, you like to talk about things and you like to spend good quality time together. And so. We
always spend time doing stuff. We go to the track, we're on the track. We're always, out at the parks, hanging out. We just go on drives and listen to music and talk and stuff like that. Yeah. It was so much fun. Mm-hmm. So, but awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was really fun. We definitely do a part 2. I know we have a lot more first times coming.
Thanks for getting to know us better. We enjoyed telling you guys some of our stories and some of our first times.
Absolutely. Well, awesome, guys. Remember, like and subscribe. We appreciate every single one of you. And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace out.